Well, it's no surprise that our market has been extremely active the last few months. But how busy has it really been? Sales in March were not only the highest we've seen so far this year, they were the highest levels we've ever seen in the history of Vancouver real estate. I'm Adina Dragisanu with Oaken Realty, and here is your April 2021 market update. Let's start off with sales. Sales in March were up 53% relative to February, and they were more than double what we saw this time last year. Now, of course, mid-month last March, we did go into the lockdown, so our sales did drop off there. But if we look at this from a historical perspective, we see how remarkable last month's numbers were. March sales were up 72% relative to the 10-year sales average for the month. While the pace of new homes being listed for sale has increased over the last few months, in March, we saw it up 64% relative to February, and this was up 87% relative to last March. It still hasn't been enough to keep up with buyer demand. Total inventory was down about 5% relative to last March, and it's down about 19% relative to the 10-year sales average for the month. And this is why we've seen continued upward pressure on prices the last few months. Currently, our sales to active listings ratio is sitting at 62%. Again, if you remember, anytime this ratio goes over 20% is when we start seeing upward pressure on prices. If we break down this ratio by property type, we see it's currently at 53% for detached homes, 80% for townhomes, and 65% for condo apartments. And if we look at how this has played into pricing, we see that the HPI benchmark price is up 9.4% relative to last March. The highest increase in prices has been in the detached segment, where the benchmark price is up 18% relative to last March. Townhomes are up 10%, and condos saw a 4% increase relative to last March. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you own property and have been thinking of selling, these are the best conditions we've ever had in the history of Vancouver's real estate market. So if you have been thinking of selling, whether you're looking to downsize, maybe move up in the market, or sell investment properties, get in touch and we can show you how to take advantage of this current market. In the meantime, be sure you're following me on social media at adina.yvr, or get in touch if you have any questions about the market. That's it for now. I'll see you next month.